Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Doc, and today I have a special video for you guys. Now, first of all, I want to address some things on the agenda today. First of all, before we really get to the agenda of today, which is Prehistoric Kingdom, and my honest review slash a speed build that I made of the Raptor Paddock that we had in Jurassic World, the first movie. That's what I'm kind of going for in this build, because the building tools of this game is amazing. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is the fact that Pineland Zoo is finished. I've been doing tweaks and I've been doing some website work for Pineland Zoo, because it is a zoo that you guys also have been waiting for, both on Reddit, on Facebook community, on honestly everywhere. So I really am trying to make it perfect for you guys. At the same time, I'm editing all the videos of Pineland Zoo. We're almost done with that entire zoo, and once we're done with that project, we're going to be moving on to other projects. Now, what will those other projects look like? How will my upload schedule look like? I am planning to go back to as soon as I'm done with uni, because the university has been kicking my butt lately. It has been very intense. I have been having classes. I am trying to graduate at the same time, and because we start a new semester in between my YouTube and everything starting, when I was first doing videos, I didn't have to worry about the uni because the semester was not started yet. It was kind of Easter break, and before Easter break I also didn't have much to do. But yeah, now I do have a lot to do, and I'm trying to juggle everything at once in a balance. It's gonna be fine. I do have a schedule at the moment of at least uploading 3 videos per week. We will be amping it up to 5 as usual, because I started with 6 and then it was always 5 videos a week. That's what we're going to be doing from now on. Now, here I'm just placing some metal pieces. The modular walls, the wall pieces are absolutely gorgeous. The moving of everything. If I had to describe the moving mechanics, it's not exactly like Planet Zoo. A lot of people seem to think that. I thought that before I got the game, and it really is not that similar. It's similar in ways, but the camera controls are different. You can size things up any way you want. There's a lot of freedom with what you want to build, how you want to build them. That's amazing. It's also kind of a mix of Jurassic World Evolution, building style, where you can both place trees and foliage and fake rocks, which the fake rocks are amazing. You'll see them in this build, as far as I know. And remember, now fake rocks are absolutely gorgeous. The models are amazing. The fence models are amazing. They all look super realistic. I mean, this fence model, it's amazing. I don't have anything else to say. The only thing that I want to point out with this game, and this is my honest review, is that I have refunded my Prehistoric Kingdom. Why? Now, the explanation for why is actually quite simple. It's not because the game wasn't good enough or anything. Everything is set for the game. Like, the game, it's beta at the moment, but it's a gorgeous game. There's a lot you can do. You can build. If you're just a builder and you're looking for something where you can build things, this is the game for you. For me, I am a builder by all definitions, but I also really give a big importance and emphasize the importance of animal behavior. That's why we talked about this with Planet Zoo as well, that there are some parts of Planet Zoo that I do not find realistic enough, and that really bothers me with big builds. Like a big savanna enclosure, it never really works. That's why I always try to go for smaller enclosures where the animals seem to be grouping together. Now, that is an issue with Prehistoric Kingdom just at the moment, because animal behaviors are not exactly implemented. That means when you put animals into an enclosure, they kind of just do what they want. There's no predation, there's no fear. You can put a T-Rex and Drysaurs together, they're not going to harm each other in any way. Now, the mesh fences are amazing. The models of everything is amazing. The terrain tools are awesome. There's nothing bad I can say about any of the game's parts or interface. Or this game has been in development for so long. I've been following this game's development since Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Best in Slot days. I mean, the pathing tool, by the way, is just gorgeous. You can do a lot with the pathing. I haven't really done much with it, but you can really do a lot with the pathing tools in this game. Just one thing is, the guests I don't care about. They could be robotic for all I care. The problem for me is that when I build something, I want the animals to act realistic within that build. when they kind of just do whatever they want and go around the hitboxes, which is very understandable for a game at this stage of development. It's totally understandable that some things are not exactly perfect, and that's fine. It just means for me that I'm not going to be putting money into it because, first of all, I am a student. I will be starting my master's degree in a few months, and I do need, to save. And when it comes to investing in games, I would just rather get this game once I looked at the timeline of what they're planning to do with the game and what kind of updates will be implemented. I might get this based on those plans mid-July, August, and then we will focus on Prehistoric Kingdom builds. But for me, and for my channel's sake, for the moment, we will just be focusing on Planet Zoo when it comes to building. Maybe some city skylines, I just got that game as well, and some funny games, maybe, if you guys would be down for that. I usually like making chill videos, but, sometimes we could go a little crazy with some games that I have. I found this new game the other day called why don't you just die already, or something like this. It's hilarious. The mechanics are awesome. But yeah, I mean, the lighting is amazing. There's nothing bad I can say about Prehistoric Kingdom. Absolutely not. This is a 100% honest review. I also told you I refunded the game. I mean, look at the tool of the foliage tool. If we had this in Planet Zoo, it would make landscaping so much more easier. We wouldn't have to copy paste everything, and it also places the trees randomly. So it kind of rotates trees around when it places them, so it doesn't look symmetrical. And I just love that. It looks super amazing. You can size the trees up and down. This is just me creating and it groups them together automatically if you use the brush tool. The clay, the textures of the terrain are awesome. One amazing thing as well is if you have a graphics card that is 2 gigabytes of VRAM, and because not many people have that anymore, because a lot of people who are in these games and into these games have upgraded systems. I don't. I have a graphics card that is outdated by today's standards and today's building games. That's why I was hard blocked from Jurassic World Evolution 2. If you do not possess a graphics card that is minimum 4 gigabytes for Jurassic World Evolution 2, you are hard blocked from the game. You can't even open it up. For me, I could open this game up and it was completely fine. I just had to lower the settings a little bit, and it worked amazingly. And here I'm just looking through the models to see what I'm going to put in that exhibit, because I didn't realize there are no velociraptors yet. So at the end, I think I chose the Tarbosaurus because the model is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, especially the Nigel Marven references I love. One more thing with this game is the fact that you don't have to make a zoo. You don't have to make a park. You can literally just make some landscaping and plop the dinosaurs down on the island. All you need is a nursery. You don't have to make a specific park for it, which to me is the style that I play, and you'll see that once the behaviors are implemented, once the realistic mechanics of this game are implemented, I'm definitely going to be making huge parks like Jurassic Park style. And despite the fact that there's a lot of customization options, which I will be making sure to use, I will probably be making very naturalistic, wildlife parks. And I can't wait for that. It's just at this stage, with these types of behaviors, this game is just not there yet. Doesn't mean it won't be. I'm pretty sure it will be. I mean, the developers of this game, they have a very small team. I think definitely not too many people. It has been in development for 7-8 years. Had so many beta releases that just got scrapped, and they redid the game until it was perfect. And if you want just the building aspect and that's enough for you, go get this game. If you care about the behaviors of animals, I would just say wait a little bit more, but that's something that will come for sure. So it's not like an issue that will never happen. It's not a critique. Here I'm adding the Tarbosaurus. I mean, as you see, the hitboxes are not always perfect, but that's with any game. The water tool is amazing. With the terrain modifications, the water tool is just like kind of Zoo Tycoon 2, and it's just absolutely gorgeous and perfect. If you don't have this in Planet Zoo, you have to make like special little holes and then fill water with them, which makes everything a bit more frustrating. But you know what? To each their own. This is the Raptor Paddock. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you thought my review was good and what you thought of the game if you got it. And for now, I'll leave you on your own. Bye. See you next time.